Hello everybody, I'm not going to mislead you with the title. This is nothing to do with the current situation with the Icelandic volcano about to erupt, but it is to do with Iceland, Grindavik and the volcanoes. So in 2015 I went on a solo trip, my first ever solo trip and my first ever time going in hostel. I stayed in Reykjavik and did a couple of road trips with some people from the hostel, one time on my own. There's another road trip what were amazing. I think it was more to do with this way, and I don't even know where it was, but it was beautiful. So this is Grindavik, and it says there risk of volcanic eruption. The Lover is the Blue Lagoon, which I visited. So I had the hire car. I landed in Keflavik, and you'll have to excuse me with the photos, they're all mishmash. I've tried to put them in order, but they won't. So I got my hire car from the airport, which is this one, Hyundai i30 with snow tyres, which was amazing. And I drove through this weather, which is wild. And I made my way all the way to Reykjavik centre, but my battery was dead on my phone. All I knew was the name of the hostel, which was a loft hostel, and I had a fantastic interaction with a guy in a petrol station, a gas station, petrol station. He closed his kiosk, his till down. He walked me 50 metres onto the road and tried to give me directions. Icelandic people are amazing people. Anyway, I'm driving on the right hand side of the road. I'm driving a left-hand drive car. So in England we drive on the left and we drive a right-hand drive car. It was just wild. Anyway, I thought I'll do this solo trip, and the worst what can happen is that I'll be on my own for 5 nights, 5 days. And from the pictures, I just struggled to find time for myself. The hostels were amazing. This is the first time I discovered them. I struggled to find time by myself. I've made so many friends who I'm still friends with now from around the world. And we just had a fantastic time. Absolutely amazing. There's my friend Monica, Polish, Welsh. It's just awesome. Anyway, so with the current situation, with the Grindavik volcano, I thought to myself, oh, let's have a look where Grindavik is. So I found out Grindavik, I've actually drove through it. This is Grindavik. See, volcano, risk of volcanic eruption. That's the Blue Lagoon. So me and a couple of English people from the hostel, they says, oh, what are you doing today, Brendan? I says, oh, I'm just going to go for a drive. They says, oh, we'll come with you. And that's the kind of easygoingness it is in a hostel. He says, yeah, we'll come with you. Dan in the black top, he came, and I haven't got a picture of the other woman. So we said, yeah, we'll go to the Blue Lagoon, and they wouldn't let us in because you're supposed to book it in advance. So we drove down to the Blue Lagoon, down here, which is there. And they says you'll have to come back in an hour. So we've drove down from Reykjavik, which is all the way up here, which I think if I zoom in, that's the Opera House. So from the Opera House I know where my hostel is. The diagonal road there takes you to the church, which I didn't actually visit, and I was only a few meters away from it. But this was our hostel, the Loft Hostel, which is on Hostel World. Amazing. And then you just go down the road, and then this is where all the nightlife is. All these streets are the party nightlife. So anyway, we drove down. You'll have to excuse me with the moving the map about, but this is how it was. So we drove to the Blue Lagoon. They moved us on for an hour. So we drove into Grindavik, where this volcanic eruption's about to happen. And then we drove through it and went down here into the mountains. And this is all snow. This is everything is just covered in snow, and it's still snowing. And bear in mind, this is Iceland's worst storm in 80 years. in 2015. So anyway, we stopped around here. I'm going to show you a picture. The snow covered the road. This is it. So this is after we've turned round. So to the left of me is the sea over the hill, and to the right of me, this is what I didn't realise. So to the right of me was the volcano, which has been erupting for a few years. Look at this. The one everyone's seen on the internet. I didn't realise I was that close to it. So this was the volcano what has been erupting for the past few years. And because everything, well, it wasn't erupting when I was there, but so we turned round here and we went down this road, and around about here, I'll put it in different elevation, I'll put it in 2D. So around here, I took this photo, which is that's the photo. So that is from that road. Absolutely stunning. I think there's some more pictures I took. I think that's the same road. We couldn't see the road. We just thought it was safer to go back. So this is going back towards Grindavik. So yeah, so we went through Grindavik, went back through the roads. All this was snow. Back through Grindavik, sorry, where this is happening. And then we had fun at the Blue Lagoon, which is amazing. And I hope if there is an eruption, it won't damage, well, anything really. So where that is, I think we've got a picture of the power station and the Blue Lagoon. This is like when one of your relatives do a slideshow for you. My apologies. Yeah, there's the Blue Lagoon. Amazing place, absolutely fantastic. And that's the power station, what we can see on the Google Maps. So anyway, we went to the Blue Lagoon, had a great day, and then another day I went on a road trip with some more people from Reykjavik. What's this one? I don't know why I'm started there. So on the Sunday, I'd seen the Northern Lights. I'd been on a few road trips. I'd had a few nights out. It was an amazing trip. And I said to Monica, my Polish friend, I said, oh, I'm going to go for a drive on my own today. She said, Brendan, all the bus tours are cancelled. Do not drive. And I said, no, I'll be okay. You know, I've ridden motorbikes all my life. I'll be all right. Anyway, I drove from Reykjavik down this road to the Love Art, and I was just driving. I didn't know where I was going. I was trying to find the Golden Circle, the waterfalls. And then as I'm driving down this road, what I can't pronounce, this one, I just saw a turn off. I don't know, I saw the cracks in the earth where the tectonic plates are splitting apart. So I turned down this little road, just exploring, just trying to get lost. And let me see where I am. Yeah, so then I come to this car park. I don't know which one it actually is Either way, I found this waterfall. That's it, because it's a car park. And just by chance, I came across this waterfall. So I'm stood in between the tectonic plates of Eurasia and North America, and I just heard this noise just getting louder and louder, and I found that. How beautiful. So I saw the waterfall. It was amazing, honestly. It was the most beautiful thing ever. And then I thought, right, I'm going to head on. So I got in my car. Oh no, I asked somebody, I saw a person, and I said, where can I go from here? So this is between the tectonic plates as well. This is still between the tectonic plates, so I'll do it that way. This is before I found the waterfall. And they says, yeah, go down this road. This is it. So I headed down this road. And I thought, yeah, I can drive down that. This takes me to the next waterfall. I forgot what it's called. And as I'm driving down it, the snow started to hit the bottom of the car. I could see these scars in the earth next to me. And the snow's hitting the bottom of the car. So I sped up, and then the snow hit the bottom of the car for longer and longer and longer. And before you know it, forget the people behind me, because they didn't come for half an hour. So before you know it, I'm stuck on a mountain in the middle of nowhere by myself. And the hire car is just, I didn't realise, you know, I'm not used, I can drive in snow, but I've never driven in deep snow, and I didn't know it was deep snow. Anyway, that was half an hour later, those 3 people pulled up. Believe it or not, I was the most calmest I've ever been in all my life while this was going on, because panicking did not help my situation. So I just looked around as in the most calming mode I've ever been in. And these 3 cars pulled up. They're all English. They're all in 4x4s, and they helped me push the vehicle out. Now the funny thing is, you've got the 3 men from the 3 cars on pushing from the front of the car, and I'm revving the front wheel spinning, and it's not going anywhere. And then I realise I've got the handbrake on. So I didn't want to tell them they had veins popping out the neck. I didn't want to tell them, so I just pressed the button in and slowly lowered it down, and the car started moving backwards. So yeah, this is Iceland. Tell you what, just to end the video, we'll click through the pictures. They're a bit random, not in order. So that's the hostel. That's the nightlife, one of the bars. That's all. Some of all the friends I met in the hostel. That's from the loft hostel view. Loft hostel view, beautiful. Loft hostel balcony. Again, loft hostel again. Absolutely stunning. So this is on the first day when I just got the car. I had to find a multi-storey car park. So I put my car a couple of blocks away from the hostel. More friends. I'm still friends with a lot of them today. Oh, these are the people I met. There's Monica. That was at 11 o'clock in the morning when it was dark. It doesn't get light till 11 o'clock in the morning, and then it gets dark about 3 or 4 in the afternoon. Iceland is wild. There's the church. That's the diagonal road on the map. That's just looking out of Reykjavik. That's on the way out of Reykjavik. Look at my eyes. What's up with them? This is on my little adventure before I got my car stuck. -9. Just wild. Iceland is wild. -9 there, but when we saw the Northern Lights, it was -16. That rock face is the tectonic plate where the Iceland is pulling itself apart. This is after we got the car unstuck. That's after we got the car unstuck and I turned it around. Thanking my blessings. All them English, that's where my car was stuck, that's how deep it was. But all these English people weren't happy. Why are you bringing your car down here? I said, I didn't know the snow was so deep. Oh, that's it stuck with the North Atlantic ridge behind me. North America one side, and I think I'm on the Eurasia side. The sun never got any higher than that all the way through Iceland. The waterfall. Gibbo. The guy in the red shirt actually died a few months after this in Latvia. He was from Brazil or Argentina, I think. How to keep your drinks cold, helping the hostel out. What an amazing trip. Iceland is a beautiful, beautiful place. And after this volcano has done its thing, I advise everybody to go. It's stunning, it's majestic, it's not normal like the rest of the world. It's a land of fire and ice. And I suggest everyone goes there. 2 Californian girls who was in my hostel room. Just wild, mate. There's some Icelandic girls I were talking to. Yeah, just amazing. So that's near Grindavik. We're driving back to Grindavik. Just wild. Amazing. One of my favourite trips I've ever been on. So this was the first of 27 countries in 3.5 years I did. Come home, worked, self-employed. Went to a trip, come home, worked, self-employed. I've got a lot of them on my channel. Check it out.